What up, Ninja Nation? It's Bowman 9000, aka the Trauma Ninja. Welcome back to another Miami Heat prediction. Last prediction went really bad. It was a very close game on the simulation, and then when they actually hit the real court, they lost by 20 points. The Heat lost by 20 points to the Magic. They always seem to beat us. I don't know how that happens, but it always happens. Last game, 2 players scored in double figures. That was Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Everybody else scored under 10 points for the game. Wowzers. That was really bad. So I don't know what's going on. Who knows? But we're going to get into this new one. Sunday night, we have to play against the Trailblazers. That's going to welcome back Hassan Whiteside. When I say welcome, that's really in air quotes. I don't really care to welcome back Hassan Whiteside, but it will be interesting to see what he does. He's been putting up a lot of stats. The last game he played, he put up like a 20-20 game with 5 blocks, but that was against the Washington Wizards, who we could not seem to beat. So there's that. But yeah, so with Eric Spoelstra playing this really small rotation of like 10 players, but like really it's 9 and a quarter because Kelly Olynyk is not playing a lot of minutes. I decided to turn on fatigue. So there's a setting here I will show you right now. I believe it's here. No, not in automation. In the setup, there is progressive fatigue. I had that turned off. I didn't want fatigue going on from game to game because we don't know how bad that's going to go. But with these extra small rotations, it forced me to turn it on. There's no way I can keep fatigue off and try to have a good simulation series with good predictions. So we turned that on, but then we also turned on the player fatigue rate was set at 50. That's the default rating. We moved that down to 25 because I don't know what 50 will do. 75 would be a much faster fatigue. 100 would be the highest fatigue possible. So right now they're gonna fatigue at a 25% rate for now. We'll probably do this for a couple games and see what 2K thinks 25% is, and then we'll go from there. So moving on to the rosters, I had to do some things because of the automation that was going on behind my back for the other teams. The roster for the Trailblazers, I had to add in those injuries, so now I'm trying to add in the injuries so everybody knows. Obviously, Nurkic is gone 4 to 6. It says 4 to 6 weeks here, but I put like 45 days or something like that on there, just because we don't know if he's gonna come back this season. I heard he's targeting the All-Star break according to Shams, so I put about 30 to 40 days on there. We also added, obviously, Rodney Hood's injury. He's done for the season, so I just put like 120 days and it put 4 to 6 months. So yeah, that's the end of the season. Zach Collins, there's somebody did report that he might be able to play this season, not sure. So we put 4 to 6 weeks. Maybe he'll play, maybe he won't. We called up guard Jalen Horde from the G League, and then we added, or I should say re-added, Gary Trent Jr. because I think he was already on this team, but somehow the Hawks traded for him, and then the Blazers got Damian Lee. I don't know how the Blazers got Damian Lee in the first place, so I left that alone, but I did add him back to this team. So yeah, let's get into the coach's game plan for the Miami Heat. This will show the minutes and the rotation. Here's all the minutes according to the last game the Heat played, which was against the Orlando Magic. The minutes are displayed as such. Dragic actually was the 6th man in this game. He was the first person off the bench, so I moved him back to the 6th man. Derrick Jones Jr. entered, and then Tyler Hero entered. So yeah, there's that. Chris Silva got 1 minute, or he got 45 seconds in that game, so he got 1 minute here. And same as usual, Haslam, James Johnson, Winslow is still hurt, and Waiters is in the reserve. He was ill, but he wasn't going to play anybody anyway, let's just be honest. So the rotations are there. I added the bench depth to 10, although it's really 9. And I did not choose, obviously, zone usage frequency. We put that up to 50%, like I said in the article. Points of emphasis, first scoring option, none. We don't know who's going to score on this team. They pass a lot of dribble handoffs. Nobody knows who's really supposed to like be scoring, so I left it alone. We don't change anything there for the Miami Heat. Moving on to the Trailblazers, we got Dame, Dalla, obviously, CJ. They started Kent Bazemore at the 3, Carmelo at the 4, and Whiteside at the 5, obviously. Anthony Simons came off the bench as a 6th man. They've been liking him. He seems to be some sort of spark plug off the bench. They trust him, so we're going with that. Gary Trent Jr., he got 20 minutes in that game. Anthony Tolliver, Mario Hezonja, and oh, look at that. Jalen Horde got 2 minutes, and Nasir Little got 1 minute of action, so we added them in there. Everybody else is no, or injured. Obviously, the rotations, we moved it to bench depth 11. We left the zone usage alone because Terry Stotts, I don't really see him run zone. Y'all can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's how it goes. So moving on to points of emphasis. Now we know that this team is Dame and CJ. So we put first scoring option Dame time, second scoring option CJ McCollum. We already know how that works. And I did look up the team's points per game leaders. The third scoring option is Melo. That's why they went after him, because he's a scorer. He puts points up. They needed points on the board, so they went and signed a free agent, Carmelo Anthony, and he's putting points up. So boom, Carmelo Anthony, third option. There we go. So we're about to get into the simulation. If you guys have not liked or subscribed already, what are you doing? Stop waiting, pause the video, hit like, man, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications. It really does help out the channel. I will be putting all these videos into a playlist, so those of you that want to see what's going on maybe a little bit beforehand, you'll be able to see that. I'm about to go on vacation after this game, in which Duncan Smith will be taking over for us. So there's that. But once we get back, you will see them all in the same playlist, and you'll be able to look probably about midnight or 1 a.m. On the night before a Miami Heat game. You will see this video sitting unlisted in the playlist. So whether it's just a straight simulation and there's not me here talking, or you see you'll actually see my beautiful face and me providing analysis, etc., etc., it'll all be there in the playlist unlisted before the actual article goes up sometime in the morning of the day of the Heat game. So there's that. I'll let you guys know when to expect that stuff in the playlist when I get back from vacation. But here we go. Miami Heat, Trailblazers. Let's get into it. Simulate with Simcast. All right, so we've had a day off and we're here. Let's go. Simulation. Get into it. Wow, we went a few minutes without anybody scoring. Miami Heat is pretty close now. Oh, we went on a nice little run there to start off probably about the middle of the first quarter. We're putting up points. I must say we are putting up points, and so far this is pretty uneventful. We just hold the lead. We scored 34 points in the first quarter, but now it's pretty much a tie game and we're going back and forth. Oh, we lost the lead for a second. It's tied. It's right on the cusp. All right, we have a nice little lead, a couple points, but this is a back and forth game. Wow, I can't wait to look at the stats on this, and we going to halftime up. So let's look at the box score. Bam Adebayo in 19 minutes, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal. He's doing everything. Duncan Robinson, 14 points, only 1 3-pointer made. He's pretty much getting all of his stuff either at the basket or in the mid-range. That's cool. Dragic, 9 points, 2 assists. Where's Jimmy Butler? That's what I like to see. Jimmy Butler is not on here so far. Kendrick Nunn, 7 points. Chris Silva, there we go. Jimmy Butler with 3 points, 5 assists, 1 of 5 from the field, and he has 1 of 1 3-pointers made. So the only shot he's made is a 3 with no free throws attempted, and that's pretty much how it goes here at Heat Nation. When Jimmy Butler doesn't score, the Heat win. I don't know what's up with that, but I mean, come playoffs, I'd love to see him actually score buckets, because we're gonna need some points. Tyler Hero, 2 points. Myles Leonard, 2 points. All right, nothing really crazy here at halftime. We're shooting way better than the Trailblazers from the field and the 3-point line. Wow, they've taken a lot of threes and they missed a lot. Free throws, we've only gone to the free throw line 8 times. We've sent them to the line 20 times. Oh boy. Okay, well, there's that. What else? Points in the paint, 34. We're packing it in. Like I said, Duncan Robinson had almost all his points inside the 3-point line, so that's to be expected. We're winning the assists by a couple. We are not really getting out rebounded, so yeah, we're looking good here. All right, let's get back to the simulation now that we stopped at halftime. Wow, a little run to go in the third quarter, but we've got a nice like 10-ish point lead in the middle of the third quarter. 81, okay, 90-81. It's like a 7 to 10 point lead pretty much the whole time. Oh wow, now we lost the lead heading into the fourth quarter. Oh no. We're down by 3, 7. Oh, 5 minutes left. We're down by a few points. 15, 13, 2-point game. Oh my gosh. We lost. Yep, we lost to the Trailblazers in the simulation. 122 to 116. We scored only 19 points in the fourth quarter. They clamped us down. Yep, that's how they did it. They went on a nice run in the fourth quarter, and we lost the game. This tweet says, Trailblazers fans, rebounding machine Hassan Whiteside 23. Wow. Welp, there's that. We're going to see the Trailblazers box score in just a few minutes. Duncan Robinson led the team in scoring, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 of 3 from the 3-point line, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Bam Adebayo with 24 and 14, 5 assists, 2 steals, 4 blocks. Yep, like I said, he was doing everything. Jimmy Butler only scored 12 points, 5 of 16 shooting. This is his stat line in real life. Like, he does this, and they win. But in the fourth quarter, we lost. So maybe he'll score some points now at an efficient rate. Maybe, hopefully, please do it now. 12 points for Tyler Hero, 6 rebounds. He also had an abysmal night, 5 of 15 shooting. 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. Ouch. Dragic, 11 points, 4 of 11 shooting. This is like the third or fourth game in a row. So I expect to see him with a cold ring soon because Kendrick Nunn had a cold ring a game ago. Kendrick Nunn, 9 points, 3 of 4 shooting. You know, he hits free throw shots, but whatever. Kelly Olynyk with 15 minutes. Derrick Jones Jr., 5 and 5. Yeah. Wow. Yep. What did us in? Team comparison. We're going to find it. We took 18. They took 27. So, yeah, that's the game right there. They took 27 free throws, hit 18. Well, actually, we hit 15. They hit 18. So, not too bad. Points in the paint, 50 to 42. Second chance points. We got 12 of those. The bench points are always messed up. It always just says the total score here. Maybe because we didn't actually play the game. The 2K doesn't know how to address that. We had 25 assists to their 24. Offensive rebounds, they got us a lot of offensive rebounds. That's due to Hassan Whiteside. We already know. Defensive rebounds, yeah, we lost the boards. Yeah, so we lost the boards and we gave them a few free throws, and that's pretty much game. Steals. How was our turnovers? We're gonna find out. They blocked us 12 times. That's not a turnover, but that's still 12 shots that we didn't make that were pretty much at the rim. That's usually where you get blocked. We only had 10 turnovers. So yeah, we got blocked a lot. Gave them up a few free throws, and that's game. Biggest lead was 11. For them, it was 10. Time possession was pretty much the same. Let's look at the box score, view box score for the Trailblazers. CJ with 24, Lillard with 21, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Kent Bazemore with 18, and wow, Hassan Whiteside, 18 points, 23 rebounds, 5 blocks. He almost shot 50% from the floor. Yeah, he had 8 offensive rebounds. Yeah, that's this right here. 8 offensive rebounds for a team high, obviously. Sheesh. Carmelo, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 of 8 from the 3-point line. That's terrible. Tolliver, 11 points. Okay. Anthony Simons, cool. So yeah, Whiteside, CJ, and Dame beat us up for the win. The Heat, we already reviewed this just so we can see it for all right here in one picture. This is how it went down. Who led in turnovers? No one really. Duncan had a couple. Jimmy had a couple. Myers Leonard had a couple. He shot 1 of 7 from the field. Ouch. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this series, obviously hit the like button. It helps us a lot. and we will see you in the next video, which for this series won't be for a while, as I'll be in Miami and I will be away from my PS4. But these will still continue on the website because Duncan Smith is going to take over for us. All right, see y'all in the next one. Peace.